Alright. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Going right into it today. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Maya.
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow. Good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. It is time. I arrived to the murder capital of the world, San Fran, Tokyo. A Neo check captain. Maya has returned to herself. Thus, her utility has greatly diminished. But it's okay. She's still cute. Oh, we can ask her about the Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out. Interesting. I don't remember if this came up before. But this is an example of how, when she's channeling her sister, and in fact when any of the Fae women are using their channeling technique, they're gone. Like, their consciousness is bye-bye. So they have no memory of what happens with their possessed body. It's probably come up before, but I like how it's not being obvious there. It's just like, oh, that's right. Gotta explain it to Maya. Director's alibi.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Head empty, only ghost. If only we could have that, but we just get to be head empty, not even get ghost. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia is here.
Oh, well, okay. It must have come up before if she casually says it there.
So, no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP?
WP, Powers, right. Alright. I think we already established that it's going to be the same thing in the office, so I'm not going to bother. October 19th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Well, Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help.
Ha ha ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, Nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Bro, you are on trial for murder, and I am desperately grasping onto any thread. You can tell me rumors. Director Manella, can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella?
Oh, he used to be a minor, straight-to-video director.
Shocking.
But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Although it does look like Salmonella would be allergic to the very idea of exercise, it is pretty judgmental to actually say it, Phoenix, even if it's just in your head. Mr. Hammer.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
Samurai Autumn. Like, usually you would try to be like more intriguing, like Shogun or Autumn, but as we've seen, everything from Global Studios is something samurai. Except Pink Princess, weirdly.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago. I guess that's just for later. Oh, is there anything new to talk to you about? Oh, do you have anything to say about Mr. Monkey's Head?
Excuse me, thank you for showing me that whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way for me to help you. Sorry, Sniff.
Ronin Spring, Ninja Winter. What's a Path to Glory thing? Ah, have you seen this, Mr. Powers?
What's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life.
These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself.
Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Sniff.
Aw. And he has nothing to say about this, does he? Nah, he doesn't. Okay. I like Will Powers. He's a little bit meek, but you know. Who cares? Alright, well, let's go to Studio Main Gate. Oh, God, old bag, just go away. He is just a sweet dude, yeah. October 19th, Global Studios Main Gate. Oh, sweet. If you're not talking to me anymore, I'm A-okay with that.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Whew, she's alive.
You tempt fate. Yeah. She was nice and quiet. I had to do that. Let's talk to her, I guess. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. so she always gets her way.
She seems better.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt. I think he likes it.
Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt?
Oh, sweet Maya. Sweet 17-year-old. Your village does not have internet, Maya.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. Phoenix, however, is a little bit more worldly. Hey, Donnie. You just missed the fact that our 17-year-old assistant does not know what masochism is. In not so many words, they kind of dance around it a little bit. PW's just thinking of the second game. That's true.
About Mr. Hammer.
Arrgh. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Bowers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Ugh. Soon this case will be over and you will be gone for a while, old bag. Old bag once again channeling the power of Astaroth. I don't think we have much to really. I guess we can try the monkey's head. Miss Old Bag, what do you think of this?
Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it seems about right. Okay, nothing there. And nothing there, okay. Honestly, this becomes more of a case in the second game and moving forward, but... Look, it's practice for the actual parrot later. Oh, man. Okay.
Ah, I want a cracker.
Oh, no. There's some time before then. I'm pretty sure the parrot doesn't show up until, like, the last day. No, that's not true at all. But I don't think you get a ton of the parrot until the last day. Outside Studio 1. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on this steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him? Like the director or the producer?
Outside Studio 2. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello?
It's always awkward when they do that because it works in text, but it would make no sense for her to go Hello. It works better in Japanese when you have more syllables to work with, as I assume this is konnichiwa, or it could even be a good, well, no, this is afternoon, so it would be konnichiwa for sure. I'm pretty sure neither Old Bag or Manila did this. Can we still send them to jail for making the most god-awful expressions? Sadly, no. On the bright side, I don't think Manila ever comes back.
H-E-L-L-O.
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
That's all she had to say, apparently. Yeah, we can try talking to her.
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
She's got those special Hollywood smokes. Yeah. Oh dear. This might all be the same, actually.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fate blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila.
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer.
Yes, Maya definitely knows it.
By yourselves.
Oh dear. Apparently Sal does show up in the Edgeworth game in the background. Oh, they do that a couple times. Actually, it's one of the fun things. They actually have like, I think you like see like Phoenix and Maya in like a rowboat with pearls in one of the backgrounds too. Because they go to like fake Disneyland or something. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had. Okay, this is the same as the other day. Okay. As long as his eyes don't roll back in his head as his tongue sticks out, that's fine. Also, apparently, Sal has an entry on the villain wiki. As well he should. It definitely felt like he was a villain, having to watch him and see the way he talked. Incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Okay, maybe I need to look at this really obvious thing here, finally. There are some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
God damn it, Phoenix.
Fine, you'll put two and two together eventually. Subcategory, just awful. The trailer door, it's unlocked. Alright. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Okay. Anything in here? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Let's look at the Mountain Dew again. Sweathead meeting. Talk about paper cups. Alright. That's the same. Looks like they was designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. We got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. Alright. Maybe I need to, do I need to examine this, maybe? This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. Phoenix, you stooge. Documents can be clues. It is frustrating, but there's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
Something wrong?
I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know?
Can't say that I do. Did all that. Maybe there is something that I need to get from old bag. So look like materials, make a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
I don't think I have anything to actually present to you. You can tell us about the ooks again. She's not even looking. Okay. Hey, you look.
Why are you showing that to me, Nick?
Did you ever respond to this? Nope. Okay. Probably don't have anything to do here either. And we'll try with Powers' photo. Okay. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Outside Studio 1. Maybe I missed something here. I don't think so, though. Because we can't get into Studio 1 anymore. But we shouldn't need to anyways. So, card game more, so can't go in there today. Camera's fine. No clues here because I clicked on it wrong. Mascot of Global Studios. Apparently its name is Mr. Monkey. It's all the same. How I could ask about 5 years ago. I tried that. So bag. No. Okay. They can't accuse me if I'm high as AF and ignoring them. It's the perfect plan. Kind of. Oh, the employee area too. God, I always forget the employee area. You have to go through the main gate. October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Yeah. I don't know why he was a pirate there, but it's okay. Yeah, buddy. No, no, no. No touching. Oh, gumshoe. Eek. Hey, pal. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack.
Heh. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof. I'm glad that Gumshoe's actually doing his job. I think that might be the only thing for him to do, too. So we'll talk to him.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
Hey, buddy, pal. For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities of make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color all right. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Oh, that just got rid of that conversation. Okay. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it,
but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa. I didn't realize coffee was established as early as the first game.
Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints, on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added back to the court record. Found on a table in the employee area. Bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. We can present these, but Gumshoe's just gonna tell us what he did, so...
It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too.
We impressed Gumshoe.
Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it'd been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by now.
We're breaking him down, we're making him believe. Detective, about that bottle.
Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. I don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility.
Oh, heh. Blush. What did he say about Mr. Monkey's head?
Oh, I'm guessing I know as much about that as you do, pal, i.e. nothing.
Alright, you wouldn't do anything about the camera. About the pet photo? Nope. And the spear? Nope. Okay. Soul system is just rife with conflicts of interest. Yeah.
That crate's still lying here. Ah, they've seen a wisdom at last. They know if they fix it, I just kick it off again.
That poor assistant.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why?
That's Ace Attorney, all right. Yeah, really.
But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai.
What?
No. No.
Okay, that's enough, Maya. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. She's like a beige female once-layer. Well then, make sure you don't look up Rule 34 of her.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt. What dirt?
Dirt. You know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
It really does look like some weird fan fade you'd find on Tumblr. I could see it. I think that for at least, especially this first game, it really came down to Phoenix and whoever you want to pair him with. Primarily Edgeworth. Like, that is just the most common one. Well, this is important, but we gotta find out about the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Edgeworth is his most common boyfriend, it's true. Oh yeah, boyfriend for sure. Girlfriend has a much more occupied and disturbing running. Yeah, but that's not what the niche ones are. Time for edgy cowboy films. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. I mean, I have to assume it's the Path of Glory.
And this is?
A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I don't think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, I guess if I clicked on 5 years ago earlier, she would have not told me, and then I skipped ahead a little bit. Okay. What do we have here? They want to make prestige TV, get bought by Discovery, then destroy all their films and replace them with reality TV. Oh, man. The modern streaming industry has its own issues, it's true. Honestly, I find PW primary relationships are him adopting many daughters. I mean, this is pretty true. Or little sisters. The daughter angle just gets cemented when they do a time skip for Apollo Justice, and he's into that age more firmly. And then Captain Maya, allow me to induct you into the Church of Kamen Rider. She would definitely be into Sentai too. 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died.
and it was Hammer's fault. So, someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Holdback. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Oh god, she would adore Samurai Sentai Shinhanger. And weirded out by her smirk when she told you all that. Well, that's more just the fact they only did so many drawings for this. But that was a little disturbing too. I wouldn't read too much into it, but yeah. Alright, let's go talk to Old Bag. Okay.
Someone died.
Okay, give me a moment before I begin with her.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Well, there's the frothing at the mouth.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols.
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to?
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. I mean, we have the... Yeah, I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Or at least that he drugged him. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Take that. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag. Look, Maya, this is a little sad, but we cannot forgive her for being an awful witness. Yeah. I remembered that part. That's why I'm like, technically, giving her a bit of an Italian accent would work, but that was beyond me.
Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. Don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Alright. Well, now that we have evidence, let's directly confront the person we think did it. Did this dude baseball slide onto set to take that photo? That's a good point. This has a low angle, right? That's TMZ for you. I mean, I guess the idea is he snuck around and he was doing that like when you slide forward with your forearms to hide before he pulled his camera up, maybe. Oh. We know the truth. She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
Well,
Old bag.
old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Now, no one has ever accused Phoenix Wright of being a smart man. And here's a good example of why.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him her. Believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys,
Again, Phoenix is not the smartest tool in the shed. That's a lot of dudes. Who are they?
professionals.
Rude?
They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow.
Shinobi Sentai Mafia Ranger.
How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No. Oh yeah. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me now. Hell yeah. Gumshoe actually accomplished something.
Not bad. Very well. Business contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Gumshoe, you just saved our lives.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom?
The Vasquez.
To be continued. Wow, okay. That went way faster than the second day. And that was even with me stuck for like 10 minutes before I forgot Employee Area 1, the employee area existed. Final day. Trial. Okay. I'm going to take a small, like, few minute break here just because, you know, rest up. Because trial's probably going to be kind of long on this final one anyways. So, be back in a couple minutes.